be getting this notification any second that we are up and ready. 24-hour stock markets are about to open up here in 2 seconds, 2 minutes or so. I'm excited to see how some of these stocks moved overnight. That is what I am looking forward to. I hope you guys are all joining in here. We should be joined by Emp and a couple others. I see 75 of you have already joined in. Let me get to that so I can see the chat. Say hello if you guys are joining in here. Like I said, Jordan should be joining us. Emp should be joining us. We're getting this live trading. 24-hour markets are opening. Let me get my screen nice and ready to go. Let me know what stocks you want me to look at. They have to be like the really liquid ones for them to kind of be moving at this point in the next couple seconds. But I can share my screen. What is up? Slow motion. Oh, there we go. Geez, what a second message right there. We got the 24-hour markets. Sorry if that looks horrible. Let's go out there. Maybe there. There we go. There we go. We got a lot of you in here. Say what? Oscar, we got a bunch of you coming in talking. Let me make sure I get Jordan in here. Let me send this out to a couple people. We should be getting these markets opening up. We also have the Catalyst Watch, which we can look through all the biggest events to be watching out for the week. Yeah, no, I am looking forward. Let me also make a comment below the post. If any of my Spaces friends wants to join the live stream, send me a DM. All right, there we go. We got these markets opening up. What is the initial moves? Apple up about 0.26%. Tesla down big, down about 3-4% here in the initial one. Obviously, these can change pretty quickly, pretty aggressively overnight. Google up about 0.3. What would be another one? Amazon. Well, Oscar was one that someone already asked for. Oscar gapping up a tiny bit, up 0.7%. Let's get over here. Let's make sure this is switched up. What's up, Raj? What's up, Lord? WAP, Andre, and Matthew. Oh, yeah, that reminds me. Let's get that out and close this. Jordan said he was going to join me right here, and then he's just not here. Jordan leaving me hanging. There we go, message. Apple up 0.3% though. That's what I'll be watching, definitely. That is one of the ones I actually have positions on. These are some of the lines that I've drawn, my male astrology. Tesla continuing lower, down about 6%. Tesla, damn. Well, obviously, let's cover some of the stuff here that was going on. This was some of the big news from obviously we had the big beautiful bill that got passed over the weekend. It got through the House on the 3rd, got passed by Trump on the 4th. And then Elon, pretty much the day after, came out and said that he's going to be starting his own political party, the Third America Party. This right here on the screen was a response from President Trump within the last 2 hours or so. It was him just going through it, just kind of talking. There isn't that aggressive stuff here, kind of saying Elon Musk went off the rails. And Elon has started to kind of clap back a little bit. Elon did come out and talk a little bit about what his strategy will go and look like here. Let me pull it up. Right here is he basically made a poll saying that he's going to go in. The way we're going to crack uniparty system is by using a variant of blah, blah, blah. Extremely concentrated force at a few precise locations on the battlefield. He actually responded to my tweet, and when I asked midterms or 2028, and he said next year. Basically, they're going to go for a couple seats in the House, a couple seats in the Senate. And that is, him kind of trying to compete directly with Trump. Is the market's not liking it. Tesla stock down initially. Let's get it back up on the screen. Still 6%. So that is what another political party. 296 in the overnight markets. It was hanging out around 312. Let's see. Someone called for Rocket Lab. Ooh, a nice little move up 1% in the overnights. These are 5-minute chart candles, by the way. So sometimes the moves look pretty big. Amazon down about 0.4. Where's Meta at? Mine's down about 0.3. What else you guys asking in here? All right, there you go. So slow mo. I appreciate that. Yeah, Barack Lab with a nice move. Nvidia, Tesla, Palantir, please. I didn't look at Palantir or Nvidia yet. Palantir up about 0.1%, but it was up a little bit more. We got up to 135 at the start of this candle. And then Nvidia, you're right. I should have looked at Nvidia right away. Nvidia down about 0.7%. And we got Microsoft down about 0.1%. Names that I am watching this week is definitely Apple. Let me pull up my positions as well. I have those Apple calls open. I have currently 210s expiring 718 and 230s expiring 919. I have Nvidia Leaps 116. So this is, they're Leaps kind of. They were Leaps when I bought them. Now they're only 6 months out, which is kind of weird. I also have an AMC call, which I took off Prospero. Not doing great on that one yet, but we'll see. And then INDI calls as well, which is what I'm holding. Appreciate you, Andre. Let's see how we're doing on YouTube. How many people we got in here? I did put out a couple posts, but hello, welcome. Let me know what other stocks you want me to look at. I'm kind of waiting here. Like I was like, hey, I'm gonna go live, and then my friends are gonna come in and join me. And here we are, a little bit into it, and no one's joined me yet. Jordan said he was eating a BLT sandwich, is why he didn't join us yet. I don't know what that is. LGCY. That feels like that's just going to be a little penny stock. Is this like Luckin? No, I'm kidding. I did see a story that Luckin Coffee is opening up in the U.S. Legacy Education. Yeah, tiny company. New. AMD. Yeah, we haven't looked at AMD yet. So red open here for sure. I would have told you guys after this big, beautiful bill got signed that we would be green. That's what I was thinking coming into today, but we are definitely not playing that way. AMD, I'm sure news too small to actually have any movement here. Yeah. Let's get back to NVIDIA. I am a fan of NVIDIA. I own some. I actually, like I said there, I have some what work Leaps. No, they're not really. They are January 16th, 220 calls. So a little bit out of the money. How about even on those? My portfolio is down about 0.5%. You're moving up on TNXP. I'm sure that's not moving in this pre-market, yeah, but ooh, Lilly. I've been a fan of Eli Lilly. Again, I don't think it's going to be moving too much here. Let's get off this 5-minute chart. Interesting. Yeah, it's been consolidating. That's the line. Yeah, Eli Lilly chart looks actually kind of interesting. Let's look at all these on the 1 year. Apple sideways. Is that the? No, that's the 1 day. I do think Apple is red on the 1 year though. Right, we would be around that 221. It doesn't look as good with all of those lines on it. Let's get down to like the 1 month, and let's get down to like 5 minute. Do that. Again, it's going to bounce around a lot. UNH, and I would say tariff crap and Musk stuff equals red card. Yeah, Tesla stock down about 7.5% right now. And don't take too much weight into these overnight moves. Sometimes they can come back pretty aggressively. You never know where Tesla's going to be. Although I wouldn't be surprised if tomorrow is a 10% down day for Tesla. It just kind of seems how that stock could end up moving. And there was a moment there where I think a lot of people maybe thought that there was a friendship coming, and I don't know if there was a friendship, but that the beef, we'll say, was a little bit behind us, but I don't think either of them can end up helping themselves. I've been writing in Google calls this past week a good little bit from like here to there, which was treating me pretty well. But I do not have anything left over now. Still would like to see it go. UNH though, I don't even know if it's on this overnight candles. I mean the BBB. There we go, Jordan.
You got me,
Jordan.
What's up, brother?
And he tells me he's gonna join. 10 minutes later, this guy is just chilling. No word. It's okay.
Dude, I had to grub. I'm so sorry.
You could chill and eat though. Just when I'm playing it. I don't know if you could see my screen as well. Tesla stock though down to about 7% in the pre-market trading, or in like the overnight 24 hours. Like I said, I've been saying a bunch. It can move pretty aggressively, but the Elon Trump beef going on. I know you would have seen it, but everyone, we were kind of talking through it a little bit before, but the commentary coming out of it didn't seem super aggressive. Like no one, like, you can read this if you want. This was the Trump comment, which we already pulled up on the screen. This is the last one that we had. Nothing too crazy in here. He also actually talks a little bit about the NASA, Jared Isaacman, who I've met. Good guy. But yeah, Elon Musk, Trump going at it. New political party. And also, if any of you guys are in here watching this, like a Paper Gains or like a Frank, that'd be cool. Should come up and hang out with us.
Oh yeah.
Emp should be joining us any minute. We got Jordan in here. He's housing down a Sammy though.
We chilling. I did. I'm
Shout out Wolf Trading.
I housed down a BLT, which was fire. Now I'm housing down an Honest Abe. What are these? Hold on. These are Honest Abe Cactus Cooler. Delicious.
This on the
It tastes like a Cactus Cooler, Evan. Like, you know, a Cactus Cooler soda?
I've heard of it, but I've not really had it. Yeah. This on the screen here is Robinhood Legend. As you guys can see, this is actually how my actual portfolio right now in the pre-market, down 0.4%.
Have you played with the new Robinhood charts that they have?
Not really. Someone's barbecuing around me and they're making a marinade. It smells really good.
Sounds good, huh? Yeah.
It smells good.
No, the charts are getting a lot better. Like the advanced charts they have now, they're pretty solid. I can't lie.
Oracle, I don't know if it has the 24-hour market, so that's the one-day chart. That's why. Oracle's been a ripper. June 23rd.
What about Oscar? I've seen so many posts about Oscar.
It was having a good open. Let me look at this though. That's not what I want. I want an info line, is what they call it. Lines, info line. 16.5% or 16.8% is what Oracle's moved off the low. What'd you say? Oscar, I did look into it.
I know it's on a dip, but a lot of people have been talking about it.
Let's get this up to like the 1 hour. Interesting. Well, I mean, this level where it's at right now wouldn't be a horrible level if you're like looking across.
That's a big spot.
Look there. That's basically where it's trying to hold at right now.
Was that $16? No.
I have it at 16, 17, so it's a little bit below it right now. But I mean, obviously, I'm not like trying to get precigical. And then what you see? Another.
Did we how's NASDAQ? Oh, we're just holding this gap right now. We have not tried to fill it at all. We're just consolidating above the gap right now. It's holding really well. Asia just opened up a little bit ago.
Yeah, it opens up with the 24-hour markets.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so whatever the high and low is of Asia, I'll be using those levels for the morning as well as London.
Yeah, there's nothing there. Yeah, Oscar seems like it's at a nice level, or if you were a bull, you'd want it to hold just based on just some recent price.
I know I hate the company. I'm not buying it personally, but
I don't know anything about it. Hims. Oh
don't,
yeah, we've looked at
I don't
Hims
hate
for a
it.
little. What are we doing here? Looking at Oscar for so long, but no Hims look at. Hims at about 1%, 47.49. Still not bad.
Well, we're just right
Hood. We have
around
not looked at
50
Hood. We're
bucks.
on Robinhood too. Down 5%. Hood. Damn. What is
Ooh.
Coinbase down a bunch too? No. Weird. Shout out to everyone commenting, by the way. I didn't look into it yet. I don't think it's going to have too much of an overnight move. Not really, but Miguelina, Vinayak. We had Tom asking about Oracle, which we looked at. Raj. Ooh,
What else we
yeah,
got?
Raj
MVL?
talking about which platform.
Novo Nordisk?
NBO. It's not going to move much.
Never traded Novo Nordisk. Don't look at it much, but
I see US. What the hell? I feel like I recognize your profile picture. Ooh, AMD. We did take a look at AMD a little bit, but I'm down to keep just looking around. We're just hanging out here. Once we get to the second half, once we get to the second half, I'm gonna turn off the YouTube streams and we'll just vibe out to some music.
Sounds good. Have you looked at Delta? We got earnings coming up this Thursday. And
yeah,
it looks pretty interesting. I'm about to post a chart on Wolf Trading. All y'all should go to Wolf Trading right now and go look at the post I just made for Delta. But just been in some consolidation on the daily. And I don't know, maybe
Thursday.
earnings is the catalyst it needs to finally get out of this. We'll see. Doesn't look bad. Just going sideways. I'd like to see it try and make a move higher outside of this. I mean, we have.
So what you think this could be a little bullish? I mean, I like what we're doing with making it look nice here. By the way,
I mean, at least for at least for like that blue line, which is the 200 SMA. I think at least to that there's potential, which is like 7% to the upside, and then we have the last major month's highs are at March highs. Besides the highs at that like 200 SMA that are to the left of the consolidation, the top of that, which are whatever the previous.
It'd be cool if maybe like there was like a little arrow here that said like 200 SMA on the blue thing.
Ooh, good idea. I should have thrown that on there.
And like maybe you could do that over here, so it's like less because like it feels like everything on the chart is like what's gonna happen here.
Yeah.
So you can do something here.
You know, I actually was already thinking that earlier. I just forgot to add it. So
nice.
I'll make sure and do that next time. How we liking those charts though, guys? That's all your boy. That's all your boy. I'm doing all that editing myself, which isn't a whole lot, to be honest. It's not that hard. The hardest part is finding the transparent logos of whatever company I'm looking at. That's what's tough.
Let's get back over to the legend.
But yeah, interested to see what happens with Delta. I know we don't have a whole lot of earnings coming out this week, but there's a few, and we're kind of, it's kind of the start of the earnings season, I guess. Next week is really when we kick things off with some of the banks, and we got Netflix, which is like the first big name that we all kind of watch. So, it's gonna be interesting the next few weeks leading into the earnings season slowly, but always like to watch Delta, and we're always just like eager to watch, whatever earnings is coming out, and that's always the first. So always excited to see if anything happens there. And I imagine like we could get something with the consolidation we've had, but we'll see. SoFi, what's going on with there?
0.8. You saw that pretty quickly.
I did. I like changed my screen. Perfect time.
It's like we got like 6 people live on YouTube. It's like
6 people on the YouTube?
YouTube. Yeah, but here's the thing. It's like I can't listen to music because of that.
Yeah, that's where OBS is a lot nicer than Restream.
Well,
See,
I'm just
OBS,
literally just gonna. I would literally just put it on the background on my phone.
Yeah.
All right. You know what?